Glenn Lambo. I'm such a degen.
Welcome to Degenny from the blockchain, where we defy logic, and in this episode, my voice is nasally, and I'm coming off of a cold, so sorry I haven't been active here on the channel. For the 1.24 thousand followers, thank you so much. I hope you weren't anxiously waiting for Degenny to post anything, and you are going to live your life at the end of January, because it's a new month now, February. So welcome to month 2 of 2024. Wow, what a crazy month that was. We see the high of Bitcoin at 49,000. We couldn't quite hit 50,000. And imagine that. We didn't hit a nice psychological round number of a half of $100,000 Bitcoin, exactly at $50,000. That's a little microcosm of what we always see in crypto, that there are front runners out there and they're taking their profit. And after having a huge run up of 3 to 4 months leading into the Bitcoin spot ETF approvals, what did we think was going to happen? I mean, I know it's old sell the news now, but like, of course that was going to happen. But it's all short-term stuff. Listen, this was only like a 20 to 25% pullback from the top to down to like 39K or something. So it's not like this was that big of a drop, and there's going to be many more of these to come. It's just normal for a bull market. We obviously, you've heard this before, we don't want to see things go up in a straight line, unless of course you're taking profit one of those days of green candles, but it's going to level out at some point and drop back down, build a base. So, I mean, nobody should be scared. This fear and greed index, I mean, it should just be at 50 all the time, because we see, especially now when we're getting closer to the halving and we feel more bullishness setting in, that these bear weeks or even a bear month don't seem to last that long, but they do happen, and that's what you have to be aware of, I mean, and not get shaken out, of course. But in order to do that, you have a plan. My plan is to 10x my average buy-in for my coins. Example, Algorand. My average buy-in is at 12.4 cents. So at $1.24, I can start to scale out. That's my goal for Algorand, at least. And what does that mean? It means that I'm not going at any psychological level like $1 or $2 or $1.50. So that's number one. So I don't have to worry about that psychology. I mean, you could even say $1.25 could be psychological, but usually it's $1 or $1.50 when you have tokenomics like this. And then that also takes away like market cap expectation. Because if you think Algorand is going to go to 40 or 50 billion dollars, it might never get there. But I should do I got to do the calculations on this. But at $1.24, if the market cap is a random like 16.5 billion at that point or something, or 16,700,000,000 market cap, it's just a random market cap. So I'm not going to be front run or have a psychological aspect to the market cap either. It's just 10x your average buy-in. So I suggest that you do your calculations on what your average buy-in was over the bear market, and have a goal that you want to get to with that particular coin, and then sell it or start selling it, however your strategy is. When you reach that point, it takes all the pressure off of when do I sell, because you could play the 4-year cycle theory, which I do. You can play time frames, which I do, but we see outliers all the time in crypto. And if you hit your goal tomorrow on a random coin that's in price discovery, let's say, like Injective was this year, and Caspa, or the past couple months, and Caspa, maybe you take profit, right? If that's your strategy. So what was I saying? Yeah, have that plan with your average buy-in. So when it happens, either today or if it happens at the end of this year or in 2025, you're prepared for it, and you're not just basing your profit-taking strategy off of one thing, like a time frame. If you hit your goal, that's it. That's your sell signal when you hit your goal. It's almost like an alarm clock. If you set your alarm clock, wake up, if your alarm clock is to sell Algorand at $1.24, when it does, have a notification and just click sell. Don't click snooze. Do not snooze on your crypto, because if you do and you throw away the strategy you had been planned for the past year, and you start to hit snooze on your crypto, you're going to end up sleeping through the entire profit-taking time or moment for that coin. So yeah, don't snooze on your crypto. It's as simple as that. Have your plan, take your profit. So again, it's February. We are in a little downtrend, but we know that the Bitcoin halving is coming, and you look at all the charts of the months and up to a year after the Bitcoin halving, and what happens. You take a trend line, you start at the halving, you go to the peak of the next 12 or give or take a few months, and you see that it's a constant rise with healthy pullbacks. So why would we expect anything different, especially with spot Bitcoin ETFs, and especially with seemingly Coinbase doing well against the SEC, and with imagine if Mt. Gox actually distributes its Bitcoin and that FUD is out of the way. Imagine if Celsius and other, FTX and all of these other things are no longer a FUD thing that's in the future, where they can pay back creditors. And imagine if we have some rate cuts and they stop cutting rates. Lunar Beach's crypto, I just heard talk about rate cuts are bad, and he shows evidence why. Bad for the price action, that is. But once the rate cuts are done and we start to level out again, we see upwards price action, which if you look at the rate hikes, those were bearish moments also. But when it stopped, when Jerome Powell stopped raising rates, what happened? And your friend Sami take his warning that 2024 could see some crazy action. In 2025, if our cycles are ending earlier and not going all the way to the end of, in this case, 2025, we could see our top in a year or less. So there could be some pretty significant action happening very, very soon, and a bulk of it in 2024. Just be prepared. It's always about that. Just be prepared, and do not snooze on your crypto. Do not press the snooze button on your crypto when it comes to profit taking. That's my not financial advice. Let me know in the comments below how you are set up this year. It's February. What are your goals for this month in February? Let me know in the comments below. Always do your own research, because this is not financial advice. It's just my blockchain reaction. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching to the very end. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, drop a comment, and share the video. Follow me on X at Degenny Crypto, and please enjoy the next episode or my suggestion to the left.